Das ist, oh Gott,
das ist dein Trade.
Also,
das
nein,
ist dein
das
Trade.
Oh, der Adoring-Fan, Alter.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here. And that's thanks to all of you, from the Elder Scrolls to Fallout. We love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do? And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio. We've done so much together, but, well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Ja. Jetzt aber. Das vor der 76 wurde aber schnell ausgeblendet gerade.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years.
Geil.
But it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours.
1000? Haben sie jetzt doch
It
1000
wasn't
gemacht?
until now that we had the technology to create it. From the rocks at your feet, to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next-generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
Geil.
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources,
Hallo No Man's.
do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something
Macht
unexpected.
mich aber glücklich. Ich lieb's bei No Man's Sky.
Headshot.
Und looten. Ja, looten, geil.
FFF.
Was soll immer die Worte da
We do
bedeuten?
love stuff, and all
Einfach-
of the
einfach
items
alles
allow you
mitnehmen.
to pick everything
Ja,
up.
ja, ja. Klick, klick,
You
klick,
can
klick,
view
klick.
all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your
Sieht sehr
inventory.
spacey aus, ja.
We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food.
Sexy.
Kakerlaken
When
mit
you're done
Schlagsahne.
exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship,
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
and he can even say your name. Let's head out.
Ja, so wie der erste, Gott, wie hieß er denn, der Handyman in
Ja,
Fallout 4.
Genau.
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch, a bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource-heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away.
100% run.
This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
Schön.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Ich hoffe, es fühlt sich wirklich so an, als ob man dahin fliegen und hat nicht aber so ein Ladebildschirm zwischendurch.
Ja. Ja, okay, sah jetzt so aus.
Ja,
sah so aus.
Vielleicht aber nur für den Trailer geschnitten, also lassen wir uns überraschen. Aber es hat trotzdem, boah.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city
Okay,
we've
angekündigt
ever
sind
made,
Ladebildschirme.
not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins. Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together. That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Nicht vergessen, es wird auch eine Main Story geben.
You've got Sarah Morgan,
Ja,
the
da gehe ich nicht
ex-soldier
hin.
and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
Ja, Aliens.
Aber Viecher gegen Viecher, geil.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Cydonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies.
Stunden ohne Unfall, 11. Schön. Yep.
Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space. The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the
Western, geil!
Neon started out as a fishing platform,
Alle Welten
but
einfach
is
drin.
now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this
Einfach Cyberpunk
definitely
direkt
isn't
mit
the job for
eingebaut.
you.
Ein bisschen, ja. Ja. Die cyberpunkige Welt hier.
Reagieren is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face. Is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile?
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
Das sind meine Jungs.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Geil, hab Bock. Aber jetzt schon Bock.
There are so many things to see and stories to experience.
Ich habe aber länger schon Bock als du.
Nee, mein Bock ist der längste.
Is the one that you tell.
Es kommt nicht immer auf die Länge an, sondern wie du den Bock einsetzt.
Mein Bock ist sehr dick.
And I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
Oh, geil.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities. And by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
Ja, die Gesichter sind das Einzige, was mir bisher nicht gefallen hat, von allem, was ich gesehen habe.
Es ist halt die Engine, ne? Es ist aber die Engine.
Ja.
So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Aber es wird mir so egal sein.
Im Endeffekt mir auch.
Come on.
Ja.
Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors?
Oh, gameplay.
Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Gameplay. Okay.
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we've ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot.
Der Bart
I think it's the most fun to use.
Nee, der Bart ist halt, das Facial Hair sieht schrecklich aus.
More than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in. Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant, talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Eine Siedlung benötigt ihre
I
Hilfe.
probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
Es ist, oh Gott,
das ist
nein.
dein Trade.
Also,
Das
nein,
ist
das
dein
ist
Trade.
der Adoring Fan. Alter.
If you're willing to put up with this
Aus Oblivion, der Schlimme.
I can't believe I get to stand near you,
Oh
breathing the same
Er hat dieselben Haare.
I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
Ach krass.
There's another great one that
Okay,
gives you a
das ist sehr
damage
cool.
buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story.
Geil.
And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go.
Kick ihn. Oder so. Ja.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Gut.
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system.
Man hat den Einfluss von
Each time
Fallout
you
gesehen,
level
auf jeden
up,
Fall.
you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills.
Skills.
Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill. Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
I like the xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
Ja, das scheint sehr nützlich.
Das würde ich mir sofort holen. Elec-Style
I like maxing
einfach.
out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat.
Yeah.
Oh, auch geil.
Mit dem Jetpack und dann die Faust.
Alter, geil.
Oh ja.
That one's a lot of
Ja,
fun.
ja. Bin die fliegende Faust.
Oh, das ist so cool.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie and then jumping out and springing on people.
Das finde ich aber
Whenever
auch cool.
possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
Schön.
Geil. Ich wüsste gar, ich kann mich gar nicht entscheiden, wie ich spielen soll. Charisma und Stealth hört sich als spannende Kombo an.
Oh.
Aber so ist halt auch geil.
Ich werde einfach gut spielen. Ja.
Okay.
Ja.
Ich nehme gar keine Skills, ich bin einfach gut.
Ja. Innovativ und interessant soll es bei mir sein.
Aspect of all our games.
Aber das bist du
In
ja
Starfield,
schon.
there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures.
Ich liebe die Farben.
Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun.
Ich
When you
hoffe, es
leave a
sieht im Spiel
planet
auch
and
so
head into space,
aus.
Und dass auch jeder Planet interessant ist, weil wenn sie 1000 Planeten haben, ist halt die Gefahr, dass es irgendwie...
Ja, das wird sich wiederholen irgendwann, klar.
Ja.
derelict ships.
Hoffe da, dass nicht durch die Quantität die Qualität verloren geht halt.
Ich glaube, die meisten wirst du auch nicht besuchen müssen.
Aber ich will.
It's about rewarding your curiosity. Because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Okay, das ist ganz cool. Hat er gerade gesagt, man kann auf die Planeten fliegen, man weiß nie, was man findet?
Ja.
Okay.
Ich meine, außer du warst da schon mal.
Ja gut, dann weiß man, was man findet. Dann ist meistens schon weg.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship.
Ja, geil. Oh, geil.
And hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports. Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier.
Wenn das wirklich so aussieht, das wäre so geil.
You can customize and upgrade everything you see here. And you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want. The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship.
Okay, das ist sexy.
From living quarters
to
cargo holds, mess halls, and control
ich hoffe, das
rooms.
ist so, wie die es hier ankündigen. Oh, das klingt zu schön.
Ich hab doch nur noch 40 Jahre. Wann soll ich das durchspielen?
Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
Wie ein Penis?
It's a bit odd, but one of my
Alle,
favorite
100
ways
Pro, so
of
viele Penisse werden
customizing
rumfliegen.
ships
100
is,
Pro.
Ganz viele Penis.
I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I call it.
Platypus.
Where it had a giant tail to it.
Schnabeltier.
And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
What?
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to,
das ist ganz geil.
you're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
Können dich andere auch für dein Schiff dann auslachen, wenn es besonders scheiße aussieht?
Engines ready.
Hoffentlich nicht.
The Frontier is fueled
Die Wahrheit tut weh,
Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
Aber kann man auch alle
You'll
romanzen?
also meet potential crew
Oder
members
nur eine
out in the
Person?
world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run. And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame. Exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Kann ich ihn daten?
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain
Ähnliches
the
ging
ship
halt in
of your
Fallout 4 auch
dreams.
mit der, Gott, wie hieß sie denn? Die du dann in einen Frauenkörper packst.
And now, let's take to the sky.
Curie, genau.
Curie, ja, danke, Curie. Marie Curie.
Hab ich völlig vergessen.
War eine schöne Questline.
Ja, stimmt. Also ich möchte das ganze Universum durchbürsten.
Oh ja, wenn du das könntest.
In the cockpit of your very own
Einfach andere
spaceship,
Rassen
they're telling you that you can
totbumsen.
do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous. And you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the grav drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump.
Okay, das ist cool.
And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight.
Das ist sehr cool.
You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out
Ich hoffe,
there.
da kann man Presets haben. Das ist mir ansonsten zu stressig. Dann so, oh Gott, jetzt wieder
stimmt.
umskillen im Kampf. Ah.
Energie auf die Backboard-Phaser.
Wo, Mann?
The targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target. After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit.
Ja,
You can
ja,
always
ganz
turn
genau
any
so.
ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
Oh, was? Okay. Oh, geil.
Geil.
Okay, das ist geil.
Once you've
Ja.
taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours.
Ach, krass.
Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport.
Yum, yum. Ja, das ist schön.
But space is way more than
Und ich kann
fighting
das
for
Schiff
your life.
verkaufen für viel.
Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards.
Verkaufe ich.
Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my
Kann ich auch rumlaufen und alle
Let's see
töten?
about getting you a proper ship.
Zum Beispiel
One
den für
will
seinen
give
Bart.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship like the
Nein, sah
UC
nicht ganz cool aus,
Vigilance.
aber weird.
War ein Tattoo, oder?
Ja. Ich hoffe. Ich hoffe.
Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars.
Kann ich das verkaufen?
There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap
Das
info,
verkaufe ich.
or maybe even commit
Das
to
verkaufe ich.
piracy.
Let's do this.
When I'm
Oh,
playing, I
verkaufe ich.
generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all these sandwiches and put them, in my cargo hold that I have
What?
specifically
Ja,
for sandwiches.
ja,
I don't want
geil.
to play the
Ja,
hero,
Mann.
but I want to go out and
Oh, wie
just
cool.
start taking things from people as
Oh.
quickly as possible.
Das wird so mein Spiel.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Oh, scheiße.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on
Grandma.
by.
Some of the best moments are the
Verkauf
ones
ich.
you discover on your own.
Die Oma verkauft du?
The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting
war das
people,
grad Alien?
and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe.
There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder, and sometimes a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
Das wird unfassbar geil. Heilige Scheiße.
Dass halt andere Schiffe andocken kannst und dort rein.
Hey everybody,
geil.
we've shown you
Sehr
so
geil.
much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. You know, we put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information. And we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with.
Ich würde das die Watch
Yeah, we really took as
per
much
Bluetooth
care
mit dem
in
Rechner
designing
kommunizieren,
this
kannst du
case
im
as we
Spiel,
did
so
the
mit dem
watch.
Spiel
Our
benutzen.
detail in the
Oh,
game
das wäre auch geil,
Das
ja.
wäre richtig fett.
Das wird aber nicht so sein. Das war doch damals mit dem Pip-Boy genauso.
Ich weiß. Aber das wäre halt der Shit einfach.
Authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship. And not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox. And this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
Auch Schnieke. Doppelt Schnieke. Ich bin gespannt, ich will spielen. Ja, was?
Alles mit dem Game Pass.
Ja, wie viel kostet die Collector? Hast du Edition? Bei mir hängt's gerade. Okay, es geht weiter, gut.
Oh.
Und Preis?
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level.
Wie viel? 300?
Freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the
Wie viel hat damals die mit dem Canvas Pack gekostet?
Before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
Ich glaube, den Fehler machen sie nicht normal.
About this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a
Auch
procedural
300,
content,
ja. Okay.
but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explores. Our system builds the planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Ja, das hoffe ich ja, dass das nicht verloren geht in der Größe. Dieses Environmental Storytelling. Das liebe ich bei Bethesda sehr.
Das hoffe ich auch.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
Sind die Planeten bei allen gleich?
Das weiß ich nicht.
Oder sind
die sollte es ja.
Oder sind die prozedural? Die sind prozedural, ne? Außer so ein paar Hauptplaneten, glaube ich.
Das wäre schade. Halt wegen dem Environmental Storytelling, weil das ja per Hand... Oh, das sah schön aus. Das sah gut aus.
Aber ja, so
weil
eine
das
Sache
ja per Hand gemacht werden muss, ja.
Ja, aber so eine Sache kannst du ja mit integrieren quasi. Du kannst ja per Hand machen und dann wird aber auf den Planeten gesetzt. Ja. Da, wo es passt, natürlich.
Ja. Dass da in dem Ort eine Toilette ist, wo ein Bär auf einem Klo sitzt. Also so ein kleiner Teddybär.
Ja, okay.
Das gab's bei Fallout ganz oft. Ein Teddybär mit einer Zeitung auf dem Klo.
Ja, voll süß. Oder Skelette, die so gemeinsam gestorben sind quasi.
Oh ja, so geile Szenen dadurch. Ja.
So traurig immer. Und dann erstmal alles klauen.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals.
Ooh.
You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
Das kommt mir bekannt vor.
Ja,
and we were
No Man's
concepting these
Sky.
creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters. We wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
Sieht also
When
natürlich
it comes
aus.
to our exteriors,
Ja, total.
when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Fotomodus für EOS Andi ist hoffentlich auch drin.
Von dem werde ich nie wieder was hören, wenn das Spiel rauskommt.
Oh, ich hoffe, es ist so schön. Ich hoffe es. Bitte.
Wir sehen uns im Game. Ist ja Singleplayer, Andi. Aber ich werde nicht denken in den endlosen Weiten des Weltraums.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work
Ich kann mir also beliebig irgendwo selber eine Base
and set up
bauen.
extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is we have a
Und den
new
Planeten
fly cam,
ausbeuten?
where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
Alter.
Ich habe das in Fallout 4 so geliebt, das Bauen von Sanctuary. Und von allen anderen Outposts, wo du was machen konntest.
Das Bausystem hier erinnert mich ein bisschen an Dingens. Wie heißt das Unterwasserspiel nochmal?
In Subnautica.
Subnautica. Und das habe ich sehr geliebt, das Bauen in Subnautica.
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds.
Ich werde mir richtig Zeit lassen beim Spielen.
Stimmt, du bist ja ansonsten so jemand, der echt durch Spiele durchrennt. Du bist der Usain Bolt der Games, so kennt man dich, ja?
Aber wenn das wirklich so ist, wie es da ist, dann werde ich mir auf jeden Fall auch eine große Base bauen wollen, alles ausarbeiten, bla, alles.
Also ganz anders als sonst.
Between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood, and I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
Das sieht wirklich schön aus, die Kämpfe, ja. Ich erkenne Erik gar nicht wieder, ne? Ich auch nicht.
A lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around.
Ich finde schön, dass man aber vieles wiedererkennt aus der Bethesda-Spielereihe einfach. So viele gewohnte Sachen, wo ich mir denke, ja, ich mag's. Ich mag's. Schön.
Zero-gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in Zero-G will actually push you backwards.
Ich muss es nur irgendwie durchkriegen bis zum neuen Elder Scrolls.
Ja, da hast du noch Zeit, oder? Bis zum neuen Elder Scrolls?
Weiß ich nicht. Überleg mal, du machst ein Let's Play, hast 1000 Folgen.
Each barrel has its own
Ja, auch
targeting
schon 3
laser
Jahre.
and can dish out some serious damage.
Oder bringst jeden Tag 2 Folgen.
Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own 2 fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns.
Geil,
maybe
Aliens
you prefer
boxen.
something bigger.
Alter. Oha.
Starfield's got you covered.
Ich will jetzt ballern.
Die haben aber extrem viel reingeballert auch, ne?
Ja.
Also richtig viel Kram. Geil. Irgendwo weint Chris Roberts gerade in die Reste des Singleplayer-Modus.
Oh, wie der umfällt. Oh, das ist geil. Jo, geil. Ja, die haben die Creators Engine geupgradet, ne?
Ja, haben sie auf jeden Fall.
Ja, weil es sieht nicht mehr so Creators Engine schlimmmäßig aus. Oder was heißt schlimm, aber was man halt kennt.
Ja, ja.
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as
Es
we
sah nach
play it,
Space
we're
Magic
always
gerade
sharing
aus, ja.
unique
Ganz am
and
Ende, ne?
special
Mit hier
moments
The Force.
that only a game
Ja,
like
ja,
this
ja.
can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
Okay, ich gehe auf Klo so
I
lange.
love the way
Okay, bis gleich. Bis
that
gleich.
our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships, audio design, planets, the day-night cycle.
Those details matter to me.
Diplomacy, exploration, freedom, the ending. Beskar, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher, brain sprout.
What?
I laugh, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben. The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
Three engines go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Leute, ab dem 9.6. nehme ich Urlaub, ne? Ab dem 6.9. Ab dem 6.9. nehme ich Urlaub. Da bin ich erstmal raus für 1, 2 Jahre. Sorry. Wir sehen uns auf YouTube. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okabi, dankeschön. Oh. Alter, war das eine Reise. Das war wirklich wild. Das war wirklich sehr, 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 sehr wild. Ich glaube, das wird uns eine Weile beschäftigen. Ich werde es aber wahrscheinlich als klassisches Let's Play machen. Das wird uns eine Weile beschäftigen. Also heute ist ein geiler Tag bei den BKs. Richtig geiler Tag. Junge, 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 Junge. Hallo, willkommen zurück. Du hast mir viel verpasst. War schon fast Ende.
Ja, dachte ich mir, deswegen.
Boah. Also heute liefert einfach. Ich bin alleine mit Starfield überfordert gerade.
Ja, geil, ne? Richtig geil. Oh. So, wann fängt die PC Gaming Show an? Ab 22 Uhr, alles klar.
Ja gut, aber ein Stündchen.
So, Moment, 6.9. ist Release von Starfield?
Ja. Ja.
Oh, geil.
Ja.
Oh, Senua's Saga, ja, Mann. Oh,
Alter.
Das war so krass.
Also,
das war geil.
Krass abgeliefert heute. Sehr, sehr heftig abgeliefert.
Ja, das, was wir so ein bisschen vermisst haben, auch wenn es trotzdem schön war beim Summer Game Fest von Geoff Keighley selber. Ja. Aber das ist halt das Problem, in Anführungszeichen, wenn die ganzen Entwickler, Publisher ihre eigenen Showcases haben. So, dann kann es halt beim Summer Game Fest weniger geben.
Das stimmt. Eieieiei.